Going on out there? Still another good volume day. I got about 8 minutes. Knowles took off, same situation as ever. Previous high break on the daily. Got a nice little boost. See the first pump and then came back in. Watch for that first pump. Come back in and then take a ride. You can get it from the bottom. You can see on the weekly coming across the 8 and 13. Watch for continuations. Watch for retracements. Daily trend change is in. Still a lot of work to do on the weekly. And that's why these videos are so nice, because we can watch even on the continuations. Coming into the close here. It's a 15-minute chart over the 34, into the 34. Watch for the previous high breaks for the continuations. It has to break previous highs for the continuation, but looks like we might get a pump into the close here. DLT, I think I mentioned this one, and on a watch. So up another 16% today. On the weekly, on this one, the 34 was crossed. So the trend change on the long-term trend has changed. Looks like a continuation coming on the daily. Previous high break coming. RLC, same thing. Over the 34, into the 34, previous high breaks, boom, boom, boom. Same kind of move, 98% probability of making some money off of that trade. There's some patience. It's a daily chart. But watch those trades across the 34. RLC is going to have to break that base. So let's see a continuation. Let's see a close above or move above previous highs and watch it, boom, cry it right across that 34 on the weekly. Still has a lot of room to move. Theta, I was watching this a few days ago, kind of retraced, right? The retrace came back with a vengeance, and now here we go. Look at the trend change. Higher lows, and now we're looking at higher highs. Kind of thin on the open over here, maybe a little retracement before our next move. PHX had a nice little pennant right over the 34. Watch those price patterns over the 34. As it crosses over, watch for the price patterns, and then the price pattern breaks. Those are very important to watch for. Very nice. See the boom into the retrace and then the back. So watch for a previous high break and then a trend change on the weekly. BQX ran a bit yesterday. But made a lower high, so let's watch this as it keeps going. VIA. Watch for the previous high breaks. And it looks like maybe even a confirmation on a weekly trend change. Knowles. Nano. Nice little bump on the weekly. A little outside day on the weekly chart there. Nice. It's bumping into previous lows. So if it could break through, it'll ride that range. So possibility on a pop. Across that weekly, possibility. Because it's breaking into previous lows. Look at the large amount of previous lows right there. So watch for a pop across. Nice little setup though, look at that. Looks a little thin on the intraday. So maybe a retrace and then try again. Because we are going to have a new candle here shortly and momentum's going to dry up. KMD. Nice chart on that weekly, man. KMD is on the watch on the QT. Very important to watch these little things. 2-bar reversal over the 8, into the 8, into the 34, back into the 8, and look at how tight that pinch is. Remember I said use these little lines as your support and resistance, and as it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it gets really, really tight in there, and the tighter it gets, the bigger the pop. The bigger the pop. Look how tight that is. KMD. Very high on the watch list there. Same on Vive. We had a little pop, came back in on the weekly. Watching these things. You know, it popped, comes down into the 8, and then bounces off the 8. Could be nice. Could be nice. Take a little coffee there. I got 2 minutes. You can see all these, the same kind of patterns. The daily trends are changing. We're waiting for the longer term trend change for the bigger moves on the weeklies, and then it's off and running. I mean, it's bull market, right? Long term trend changes. That's why I'm doing these videos again. I think it's gonna happen. We had a little push last night on the open. Came all the way back in and pumped again and made a lower high, so it's still trying. But watch that cross the 34. BNB, that's the Binance coin. It should be doing very well in the next run. Look how, yeah, it's trend changing. Look, every week it's been up and up and up and up and up and up and up. That's a good 8 weeks there. Remember, the accumulation pattern is higher highs and higher lows. That's accumulating. Wait until it pops out of there and you'll understand what is going on there. Looks like on the daily it might just do that. Let's see. I think trend changes, the new candle is here. So let's look at Bitcoin. Look at all these, it takes forever for my thing to backfill. I'm not sure what's going on with it yet. Want to make sure Bitcoin opens up. Bitcoin yesterday. Let's look at the daily. Daily opened up above the 8, so that's good. We're coming out of oversold situation at a higher low. That's good. Lots of room. I got the daily left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then the kickback. Let's see. I want to see this thing pump out of here. Can't tell if we opened up or not. So keep, there it is. We're gonna make sure we open up. coffee is good. So intraday on Bitcoin, let's change this to a half-day chart. Okay, we're opening up just a little bit. See the higher lows? We have a little pattern to break here. It's getting tight. Tight, tight, tight. That same little price pinch. Coming to the end of the pattern. And the price pinch is, the price has to make a decision up or down. And so real soon it's going to make a decision. So if it goes down, we have plenty of room for the daily to hold the price pattern at, I think 3,300 is a good mark. We can go down a little bit and up a little bit. It doesn't really, but I like going at the head, the top of the candles at the head. That's my breaking point. That's just me, I think. You can check on the breaking points of patterns at the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. Very famous book. DLT on the open. There you go. Looks like DLT for the win. Boom, boom time. I got 5,200 for resistance if it passes here on a break. But it could be a pump and then a dump out for a double top. So let's see what happens. S&M on the open. Data on the open. It hasn't, nope. I don't think S&M has backfilled yet. DLT for the win. I don't see anything close. Nice weekly chart break. Look at that. From the looks of it, it could just take a high rise. That's a long-term chart break. The longer the term breaking is, the bigger the move. So let's see if this can really push through, come back in. Remember the pump, come back in. If you miss the initial, let it come back in. Put your buy orders at the bid line or the support line. DLT for a long-term chart break. Magnificent. Yep. We got nothing else working. Bitcoin opened up, so that's good. I'm looking for some kind of trend line break or the neckline break on this reverse head and shoulders at the bottom here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I got a double bottom, higher lows, and a flat top break. That's what I'm looking for. And maybe a push into 3640. A balance line. gotta find mine. DGD. I bought DGD yesterday, and it did break. And it came all the way back in. It's sitting at support. It's not sure what it's doing way down here. I got reverse head and shoulders on the intraday. It needs a lot of work to get back to where it was. I think I bought it. I bought it before that. Let me see. I think I'm at this line here. Yeah, that's it. 541. So I got a lot of work to do to get back to where I was. But I'm confident because what it's doing is, look at these. I did a post on this. I need to elaborate more on the post. But the OBV is awesome. It came out of oversold. It popped, made inverted hammer. Pop, inverted hammer. Pop, inverted hammer. What's it doing? It's building, 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 and then it's going to have a big move. So these that little 20 points is nothing. I'm hanging 10. And plus on the long term, it kind of does have support still. So, anyways, that's where I'm at. DLT got knocked back. Coming back into support. Let's see if it'll hold and run. VIB, it'll poke its head up. It's got no volume though. Something was fluttering in here. Where was it? Knolls. Nice U-turn on the half-day chart. It's got a continuation going on nulls. Work it, work it. Where's your sell? Previous lows. Anyways, volume's picking up every single day, waiting for Bitcoin to just really kick it in the high gear. We got daily trend changes every single day. Weekly trend changes every week and day. We got continuations. We got booming times. Booming, booming, booming. Blowing through. Got a previous high over here. I want to make sure my lines go through each chart. How do I do that? I forget. REP, little J curve here going on. Nice. Daily came all the way back in. Not sure if that's going to hold or not, but you might get a nice intraday pop. Needs to break that previous high. Could run a minute, but you got a lot of work to do on the daily. Lots of resistance above. So maybe not the best choice. Little nav. See that nav? Where's nav at today? Love me some nav. Nav had a little pop. Maybe it's getting ready. Remember the pops, come back in. See what happens. Got a previous high break on the intraday. Still waiting to break that long-term chart. Love me some nav. Chart's getting really tight down here on the weekly. Something to watch. Where was that one we were just watching? Knowles. Where did it go? Oh, it's at the top still. DLT, Knowles, same as yesterday, basically. Wonder if they're just making a daily high and then coming back in. DLT looks nice though. I would try to, if it does come back in, I would try to catch the bottom on it. Knowles. 5, picking up the pace. Nice weekly chart pinch break. It's liable to move pretty good, this vibe. Needs more volume though. No, still working in the previous lows all the way through. So I'm looking for a lower high. It's doing good. It's got good volume. %43% of the average volume in 15 minutes. I got previous highs coming in. Let's see if it'll pop it. Tag it and come back in. Looks good. Look at that nice U-turn on the half-day chart. Let's see if it'll run. A lot of resistance coming in. A lot of work to do through previous lows. Let's see what happens. Looks like a lower high starting. Let's see how that ends up. BCPT. Look at that nice pattern above the 34 on the daily. Nice pennant. Watch for a move. MFT. Ooh. That one's on my Hawkeye list. Keeping a close watch on this one. I don't know why, but thinking it can move. Any minute now, I'm going to see my DGD pop into the list here. Where she blows. MFT. I can never find anything when I'm just looking at the list. Pick up the pace, D. Waiting for a neckline break on the intraday chart. RLC, poke its head up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at this pennant. High level pennant consolidation. Here we go. RLC. 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 Needs more volume. But it's got a nice setup here. Let's see what happens. Nulls, RLC, DLT, MFT, PHX. That was a good one for a pennant. So far, so good. Good opening. RLC. Vibe is a good one. Every day we're getting closer and closer to some big moves. RLC, RLC, RLC. Boom time, come on. Coming out of an intraday pennant. Nice. Give me a good show there. RLC. Into resistance, previous highs. Let's see what it'll do right here. PHX had another pennant. Looks like it's picking up the pace here. DLT is still running it. Nice volume. PHX had a daily pennant, so let's watch that one. A few days ago it broke out. Boom, boom. Watch for the break. PHX, here's another one. MFT, still watching that? Still. DGD, I just got caught with no volume today. Oh yeah. I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm looking in the wrong place. What? Join me on Discord. I don't even know if I'm live. Building it. No one seems to want to start a conversation though. So get with it. Here comes RLC back in after the little pop. So here's your chance. The pop, come back in. The pop, come back in. Those are bullish retraces. So they pop, come back into support. You put your little bid down in the previous low, previous high. Catch a little support. Never go all in. Where shall it be? There it is. I like that weekly chart. The daily chart's going to break, and then the intraday has a nice pennant. RLC is top of the list. VIB, same thing. Here she comes. Nice open. Knowles, not sure about Knowles. You gotta make a I got a higher low now, so still a great chart for long term, but is once it starts to turn over, is it going to come on a higher low? Is it going to come all the way back into meet its maker? Its natural course of return is the averages, so it's got to come back sooner or later. You can see how extended it is on Knowles, so maybe the next couple days a little retrace. I don't know, but it's starting. I mean, this can come back here. It could build, and then break out. So that's nice. DLT's on the high hot list. Yes, high hot list. That could come back in too as a double top. It has been running on the weekly. I would actually press the caution button on that one. PHX. The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think those are the ones that are about to just really pop its lid. Knowles and DLT, I'm not sure if they're going to keep going or not. I need confirmation. RLC, PHX, Vibe, Theta was another one. Yeah. Theta could break out. Yes, the answer is yes. Watch the intraday. But Theta looks like it's ready. Looking for those pops. S&T looks good. Look at the pop, come back in the support line. Nice. Weekly, it could return a few more steps. That's the only thing I worry about. So make sure it stays above support. Gotta watch these ones that just come out of nowhere. That's a kicker right there. I like that. Look at the pump, come back in, and then the pump, the pump back in, and then the pump. Watch the pump come in. Watch the volume too, it needs more volume. NXS. did MFT go? Guess it decided to retrace, huh? Link. Link's got a double top. It's closing in below the 8 on the daily, so maybe some more retrace. Not sure about that one yet. Need more evidence. More probability evidence. Data Vibe RLC. I think that RLC is the best bet. That nice daily chart. Nice, nice. I got all systems go. All the charts are ready. Plus volume. RLC for the win. DLT, not sure because it's been running forever. Knowles had a push yesterday, maybe a retrace, and here it's already coming in. So maybe catch it to make sure that you stay above support. Daily's got a nice extended value, so watch that rubber band sling back. I think that's it. Looks good on a day, on a Friday. Oh, I got 4% of the volume. Looks like on the sell side though. I made a post about this yesterday, so I'll just leave it at that. So it popped, came all the way back in, so I'm under about let's just call it 20 points. But that's it. Appreciate everybody. Follow me on Steemit. Give me some blockchain credits on Steemit, BitTube, DLive, and DTube. All blockchain. Eventually, I'm not even going to do YouTube, so, and it doesn't look like anybody wants to watch me on YouTube anyways. And appreciate everybody. Let me know what's going on out there. See ya.